In the vast expanse of the galaxy, two predatory species had achieved sentience, a rare and unsettling occurrence. The first, the Arxer, were an anomaly that defied the Federation's established theories on intelligence. Previous hypotheses posited that cooperation was a prerequisite for higher thinking and technological advancement, but the Arxer's existence shattered this belief. Their evolution was driven not by cooperation but by a brutal, pleasure-driven war among themselves, leading them to an industrial stage despite the constant threat of self-annihilation. The Federation, intrigued and hopeful, made the grave mistake of intervening. Believing that upliftment would eradicate their destructive tendencies, they provided the Arxer with the means to escape their planet. Instead, they unleashed a nightmare. The Arxer, with their newfound technology, ravaged the galaxy, enslaving millions and treating the Federation's children as delicacies. Their lack of compassion and relentless cruelty led to an endless war for survival. This devastating encounter led to a firm Federation decree: no predatory species could be allowed to reach the stars. They were deemed too dangerous to the civilized universe. Yet, unbeknownst to the public, a second predatory species had been discovered centuries ago. Much like the Arxer, they exhibited violent behaviors, evident from their broadcasts. The Federation had planned their extermination, but before action could be taken, nuclear explosions obliterated their planet. This species was dismissed and forgotten, relegated to a footnote in the annals of Federation history. However, recent events unearthed this forgotten menace. Governor Tarva's advisors were scouring records about these predators as a vessel approached their world. The subspace trail led back to Earth, the very planet once believed to have eradicated itself. Governor Lyra, military advisor Rivik pressed urgently, "We must try to shoot them down." "Are you certain we cannot evacuate the planet?" Lyra asked, a note of desperation in her voice. Rivik sighed. "You know the answer, ma'am. They were within orbital range by the time we detected them. It's already too late." Every FTL relay was broadcasting a planetary distress signal, but help was hours away. By the time allies arrived, their world would be reduced to rubble. Facing annihilation or enslavement, Lyra saw no choice but to surrender. The Federation's forces were depleted from a recent Arxer incursion, leaving them vulnerable. Fighting back was futile. "Yes, I know," Lyra resignedly agreed. "Send out an emergency alert. Get the civilians to bomb shelters immediately. Contact the incoming ship. I will personally offer our unconditional surrender." "Surrender? Without firing a single shot?" Rivik growled. "Perhaps they'll be kinder than the Arxer. My hope is they'll spare the children." The haunting memories of Arxer atrocities filled her mind. "At worst, we can buy some time. But if we fight, they'll kill us all." Turning away from Rivik, Lyra signaled the end of the discussion. An aide set up a camera, and with a swish of her tail, she showed she was ready. Fear gripped her as they hailed the vessel on all frequencies. Would these creatures even respond? Predators didn't typically engage in dialogue with prey unless it was to toy with them. To her surprise, the ship accepted their transmission. A brown-skinned being appeared on screen, seated in a pilot's chair. As Lyra prepared to speak, its forward-facing eyes locked onto hers, and it bared its teeth in what she assumed was a snarl. Instinctively, she recoiled, expecting an announcement of doom. The translator buzzed in her ear, translating the alien's words. "Hello. We come in peace, on behalf of the human race." "Peace? What?" Lyra blurted out, stunned. The predator's face shifted, seeming almost confused. "Did that translate wrong? You know, peace? Friendship?" "Yes, I know what peace means," Lyra stammered. "Why would you want that?" "Why would you not?" the human replied, genuinely perplexed. "My people have looked to the stars for a long time and wondered if there was anyone else out there. I'm happy to have an answer and to know we're not alone." "You speak of peace, but you can't keep the snarl off your face," Predator. Rivik interjected. What? I don't, the human trailed off, realization dawning. You mean that smile, don't you? I am so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you, really. Smile? What does that word mean? Lyra asked hesitantly. It's how humans show happiness and goodwill. Our lips curve up and, the human rubbed its forehead with a soft appendage. Can we start over? I'm Noah. We're here on a mission of peaceful exploration. Noah's explanation seemed implausible. Predators didn't do peaceful exploration. They were hunters. However, the humans weren't attacking immediately, giving Lyra little choice but to play along. I'm Governor Lyra. Welcome to Venlo Prime, she said cautiously. Thanks, Noah replied. I must admit, we were quite surprised to receive your transmission. You were? Why did you come here if you didn't detect us? We're from a planet called Earth, rich in water and oxygen. One of science's nagging questions has been the origin of life. Our mission was to examine worlds similar to our own, and yours was the perfect candidate. You suspected we had the conditions for life, then? Well, yes, but every reasonable scientist back home thought our first contact would be with a primitive life form. Finding a single-celled organism in your oceans would have been a major victory. Why would you care? We were starting to think we were the only instance of life arising. But now, finding a full-fledged, technological civilization, it's wondrous. One that not only spotted us but seems to understand what we are too. You keep using the first person, plural. Who is we? Of course, where are my manners? Noah pivoted the camera, revealing another human at a console. This is Claire, my co-pilot. She's logging all of this for our records. That's right, Claire agreed. I'm not much of a talker. But Noah runs his mouth enough for both of us, anyways. The captain's eyebrows shot up. I do not. For a moment, their playful banter made them seem almost kindred. But the logical part of Lyra's brain reminded her that predators were always searching for prey. This had to be an interstellar hunting expedition. Still, they weren't attacking, so perhaps treating this as a normal first contact was the best course of action. What would you say to seeing Venlo Prime firsthand? As esteemed guests of the Republic, of course. Noah's eyes sparkled with excitement. It would be an honor. Lyra's heart raced as she ended the transmission. Inviting predators to their home was risky, but if these humans were truly different, it might be their only chance at survival. For now, she had to prepare for their arrival and hope that this encounter would end in peace, not bloodshed. The preparations for the humans' arrival on Venlo Prime were frenetic. Lyra had instructed her staff to make the necessary arrangements, ensuring that the visitors would be met with hospitality and caution. Despite her reservations, she knew that a successful first contact could pave the way for peaceful coexistence. Or, at the very least, buy them some time to assess the true nature of these humans. Rivik was less optimistic. Governor, I strongly advise against allowing them to land. We should keep them in orbit and limit their exposure to our planet. Your concerns are noted, Rivik, but we need to take this chance, Lyra replied, her voice firm. If they truly come in peace, we cannot afford to make enemies out of potential allies. Rivik grumbled but complied, relaying the instructions to the planetary defense teams. As the human ship descended into Venlo Prime's atmosphere, Lyra couldn't help but feel a knot of anxiety tighten in her stomach. The sight of the sleek, metallic vessel gliding through the sky was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The ship landed gently on the designated platform, its engines humming softly as it powered down. A ramp extended from the side, and two figures emerged, Noah and Claire. They wore matching uniforms, and their expressions were cautious but curious. Lyra approached them with Rivik by her side, accompanied by a small contingent of armed guards. Welcome to Venlo Prime, Lyra greeted, her tail flicking nervously. I am Governor Lyra, and this is my military advisor, Rivik. Noah smiled, showing his teeth again, but quickly closed his mouth when he noticed the guards tensing. Thank you, Governor Lyra. It's an honor to be here. This is my co-pilot, Claire. Claire nodded politely. Governor, advisor. We appreciate your hospitality. Lyra studied them closely, trying to discern any hidden motives. We have prepared a reception for you in the capital. Please, follow us. As they made their way to the capital, Lyra couldn't help but notice the humans' fascination with their surroundings. They marveled at the architecture, the flora, and the diverse population of Venlo Prime. Their behavior was so different from the Arxer's ruthless and cold demeanor. Could it be that these humans were truly different? At the reception, Lyra introduced the humans to various members of the government and scientific community. The atmosphere was tense but cordial, with both sides eager to learn more about each other. Noah and Claire were patient and respectful, answering questions about their planet, their culture, and their mission. So, your species has never encountered another intelligent life form before? Asked Dr. Vala, a renowned xenobiologist. No, we haven't, Noah replied. We've found microbial life on some planets and moons, but nothing like what we have here. Meeting you is a monumental moment for us. Your world sounds fascinating, Vala said, her curiosity piqued. I would love to study your biology and learn more about your evolution. Claire chuckled. We'd be happy to share what we know. I'm sure our scientists back home would be just as eager to learn about you. As the evening progressed, Lyra found herself cautiously optimistic. The humans' behavior was genuine, their curiosity sincere. They didn't seem to have any ulterior motives, and their interest in peaceful exploration appeared heartfelt. But the memory of the Arxer's betrayal still lingered in her mind, a constant reminder of the dangers of trusting predators. After the reception, Lyra invited Noah and Claire to a private meeting in her office. Rivik stood guard at the door, his eyes never leaving the humans. I wanted to thank you again for your hospitality, Noah began. This has been an incredible experience for us. Lyra nodded. I'm glad to hear that. I must admit, we were concerned when we first detected your approach. Our past experiences with predatory species have not been pleasant. Claire's expression softened. We understand. We've heard about the Arxer and the devastation they've caused. We're not like them, Governor. We come in peace. Your words are reassuring, Lyra said, her tone cautious. But actions speak louder than words. We need to see proof of your intentions. Of course, Noah agreed. What can we do to earn your trust? Lyra considered this for a moment. There are many ways you can prove your goodwill. For starters, we would like to establish a mutual exchange of knowledge. Our scientists can collaborate on research, and we can learn from each other. That sounds like a great idea, Claire said enthusiastically. We have a lot to share, and I'm sure there's much we can learn from you as well. Secondly, Lyra continued, we need assurances that your military poses no threat to us. We understand that you must have defensive capabilities, but we need transparency about your intentions. Noah nodded. We can provide you with detailed information about our military and its capabilities. Our primary focus is on defense and exploration, not conquest. Lastly, Lyra said, we would like to establish a communication link between our worlds. This will allow us to stay in contact and build trust over time. We can arrange that, Noah agreed. We have the technology to set up a secure communication channel. Lyra felt a glimmer of hope. Perhaps these humans were different. Perhaps they could be allies in the fight against the Arxer and other threats that lurked in the galaxy. But trust would not come easily. It would take time, patience, and mutual effort. As the meeting concluded, Lyra escorted Noah and Claire back to their ship. The stars twinkled overhead, a reminder of the vast, unknown universe they inhabited. Lyra couldn't shake the feeling that this was just the beginning of a new chapter in their history, a chapter filled with both promise and uncertainty. In the days that followed, the humans began to integrate themselves into Venlil society. They worked closely with scientists, engineers, and diplomats, sharing their knowledge and learning about Venlil Prime in return. Their genuine interest and respectful demeanor gradually began to ease the fears and suspicions of the Venlil people. Dr. Vala, the xenobiologist, was particularly fascinated by the humans' biology. She spent hours in the laboratory with Noah and Claire, conducting experiments and analyzing data. The humans' physiology was both similar and vastly different from the Venlils, providing a wealth of information for scientific study. "It's remarkable how adaptable your species is," Vala said one day, examining a sample of human blood under a microscope. "Your immune system is incredibly robust. Humans have evolved to survive in a wide range of environments," Noah explained. "We've faced many challenges throughout our history, and it's made us resilient." Claire nodded. "We've also developed advanced medical technologies to help us overcome diseases and injuries. It's one of our greatest achievements." Vala smiled. "I can see why. Your advancements in medicine could be incredibly beneficial to us. And I'm sure we have much to offer you as well." The scientific exchange was just one aspect of the growing relationship between the humans and the Venlil. Diplomatic discussions were also underway, with representatives from both species working to establish formal alliances and agreements. Governor Lyra played a key role in these negotiations, her initial skepticism giving way to cautious optimism. "I must admit, your presence here has been a pleasant surprise," Lyra said during a meeting with Noah and Claire. "You've shown us that not all predators are like the Arxer." Noah smiled, his expression warm. "We're just as eager to build a peaceful and cooperative relationship. There's so much we can achieve together." "Agreed," Lyra said. "But we must remain vigilant. The Arxer are still a threat, and we cannot let our guard down." Claire's expression grew serious. "We understand. We're prepared to stand by your side and help defend against any threats." The days turned into weeks, and the humans continued to prove their goodwill. They assisted with various projects, from infrastructure improvements to educational programs. Their presence became a part of daily life on Venlil Prime, and the initial fears and suspicions began to fade. One evening, as Lyra walked through the bustling streets of the capital, she saw humans and Venlil interacting, laughing, and working together. It was a sight she never thought she would see, and it filled her with a sense of hope. Perhaps, just perhaps, they had found true allies in these humans. But the galaxy was still a dangerous place, and the Arxer were always a looming threat. Lyra knew that the real test of their alliance would come when they faced a common enemy. Until then, she would continue to work towards building trust and cooperation, determined to create a better future for her people and their new friends. As the weeks turned into months, the integration of humans into Venlil society continued to deepen. The collaboration between the two species brought about significant advancements in various fields, from technology to medicine to cultural exchange. The initial apprehensions had largely subsided, replaced by a burgeoning sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. One of the most significant projects was the establishment of a joint research facility dedicated to exploring advanced technologies and scientific breakthroughs. Dr. Vala and her team worked closely with human scientists to develop innovative solutions to common problems faced by both species. "We've made remarkable progress in such a short time," Vala remarked during a meeting with Lyra, Noah, and Claire. "The potential for further collaboration is immense." Lyra nodded in agreement. "The benefits of this partnership are already evident. Our people are learning from each other, and together, we're stronger." Noah smiled. "We're just getting started. There's so much more we can achieve together." Claire added, "We've also been working on enhancing our communication systems. Establishing a reliable and secure link between our worlds is crucial for ongoing cooperation." The communication link was successfully established, allowing for real-time exchanges between Venlo Prime and Earth. This development further solidified the bond between the two species, enabling them to share information, resources, and support more effectively. Despite the positive progress, Lyra remained vigilant. The threat of the Arxer was ever present, and she knew that their alliance with the humans would be tested sooner or later. To prepare for this eventuality, joint military exercises were conducted, allowing both species to learn from each other's tactics and strategies. Commander Rivik, initially skeptical of the humans, found himself impressed by their combat capabilities and discipline. During a training session, he observed the humans' proficiency in various scenarios, from ground combat to space warfare. "Your people are formidable warriors," Rivik admitted to Noah after one such exercise. "I can see why you've survived for so long." Noah nodded. "We've had our share of conflicts, but we've always strived to defend and protect rather than conquer. Our goal is to ensure peace and security for all." Rivik's respect for the humans grew, though he remained cautious. "I hope that day comes. For now, we must be prepared for any threat that may arise." As the alliance between the Venlo and the humans strengthened, news of their cooperation spread throughout the galaxy. Other species took notice, some viewing the partnership with curiosity, while others with suspicion. The Federation, in particular, kept a close watch on the developments, wary of the implications of a predatory species aligning with one of their member worlds. One day, as Lyra was reviewing reports in her office, she received an urgent message from the Federation Council. They requested an emergency meeting to discuss the alliance with the humans. Sensing the gravity of the situation, Lyra prepared to address their concerns. The Federation Council convened via a holographic conference, with representatives from various species present. Councillor Yelvin, a prominent figure, spoke first. "Governor Lyra, we've been monitoring your interactions with the humans. While we acknowledge the positive outcomes so far, there are significant concerns about the long-term implications of this alliance." Lyra took a deep breath before responding. "Councillor Yelvin, I understand your concerns. However, I assure you that the humans have proven to be genuine allies. Their intentions are peaceful, and they have contributed greatly to our society." Councillor Tira, another representative, interjected. "Governor, the Federation's stance on predatory species is clear. The Arxer have shown us the dangers they pose. How can we be certain that the humans will not follow a similar path?" Lyra chose her words carefully. "The humans are different from the Arxer. They value cooperation, knowledge, and mutual respect. Their actions have demonstrated their commitment to peace. We cannot judge them solely based on the actions of another species." Councillor Yelvin remained skeptical. "We must proceed with caution. The Federation cannot afford another threat like the Arxer. We will be closely monitoring the situation on Venlo Prime. Any signs of aggression or hostility will be met with swift action." Lyra nodded, understanding the gravity of their concerns. "We will continue to work diligently to ensure that our alliance with the humans remains a positive and constructive force in the galaxy. Your vigilance is appreciated." The meeting concluded, leaving Lyra with a sense of determination. She knew that the path ahead would be challenging, but she was committed to proving that the alliance with the humans was a step towards a brighter future. As she looked out over the bustling city, Lyra couldn't help but feel a renewed sense of hope. The partnership with the humans had already brought about significant positive change, and she believed that together, they could overcome any obstacle. The road to peace and prosperity was long, but with their newfound allies by their side, it was a journey worth taking. The alliance between the Venlo and the humans continued to flourish, with both species working together to build a better future. The joint research facility became a hub of innovation, producing groundbreaking advancements in technology, medicine, and energy. The cultural exchange programs allowed for a deeper understanding and appreciation of each other's histories, traditions, and values. One of the most significant projects undertaken was the development of a new energy source. Combining Venlo expertise in sustainable energy with human advancements in fusion technology, the project aimed to create a nearly limitless and environmentally friendly power source. Dr. Vala and a team of scientists from both species worked tirelessly on the project, often spending long hours in the lab. The breakthrough came one evening when they successfully achieved a stable fusion reaction, generating an unprecedented amount of energy with minimal waste. "This is incredible," Vala exclaimed, her eyes wide with excitement. "We've done it. This could revolutionize energy production for both our worlds." Noah, who had been closely involved in the project, grinned. "It's a game changer. Imagine the possibilities: clean, abundant energy that can power entire cities without harming the environment." The successful fusion project was a testament to the power of collaboration and the potential for positive change when different species work together towards a common goal. It also served as a symbol of the growing trust and friendship between the Venlo and the humans. As the alliance continued to strengthen, the threat of the Arxer remained ever present. Joint military operations and intelligence sharing became crucial components of their defense strategy. The combined forces of the Venlo and the humans conducted regular patrols and reconnaissance missions to monitor Arxer activity and protect vulnerable worlds. During one such mission, a Venlo scout ship detected unusual Arxer movements near the border of their territory. The information was quickly relayed to the Joint Command Center, where Lyra, Rivik, Noah, and Claire convened to discuss the situation. "The Arxer are mobilizing a large fleet," Rivik reported, his tone grave. "Their trajectory suggests they may be planning an attack on one of our border colonies." Noah frowned, his expression serious. "We need to act quickly. If they launch a full-scale assault, the colony won't stand a chance." Lyra nodded. "Agreed. We must intercept their fleet and prevent the attack. This is our opportunity to show the strength of our alliance and protect our people." The joint forces mobilized swiftly, deploying a fleet of ships to intercept the Arxer. The battle that ensued was intense and brutal, with both sides sustaining heavy losses. However, the combined efforts of the Venlo and the humans proved to be a formidable force, ultimately driving the Arxer back and preventing the attack on the colony. The victory was a significant milestone for the Alliance, demonstrating their ability to work together effectively in the face of a common enemy. It also solidified the trust and respect between the two species, further strengthening their bond. In the aftermath of the battle, Lyra addressed the joint forces, her voice filled with pride and determination. "Today, we have shown the galaxy what can be achieved when we stand together. The Arxer sought to divide and conquer us, but they underestimated the power of our unity. We will continue to defend our worlds and protect our people, no matter the cost." Noah stood beside her, his expression resolute. "We are stronger together than we could ever be apart. The alliance between the Venlo and the humans is a beacon of hope in a galaxy fraught with danger. Together, we will forge a path to a brighter future." As the celebrations of their victory continued, Lyra couldn't help but feel a deep sense of gratitude for the unexpected turn of events that had brought the humans to Venlo Prime. Their arrival had changed the course of their history, offering a chance for a better future, a future where cooperation and understanding prevailed over fear and conflict. The journey was far from over, and the challenges ahead would be formidable. But with their new allies by their side, Lyra was confident that they could face whatever the galaxy threw at them. The alliance between the Venlo and the humans was a testament to the power of hope, resilience, and the belief that even in the darkest of times, light could be found. And so, with renewed determination and a sense of purpose, Lyra looked to the stars, knowing that together, they could overcome any obstacle and build a future worthy of their shared dreams.